Let me blow your mind really quickly. 30 to 50% of leads are probable to convert if you give them a call. That's it. 30 to 50% of leads are probable to convert if you give them a call. That's how simple it is. Instead of an email which only has a 1 to 2% conversion rate. Let's put that into practical terms. Say you have 100 leads. If you call all of them, then the chances are that you will be able to convert 30 to 50 of those leads. And if you have the same amount of leads, which is 100, and you send emails, the chances are that you will convert only 1 to 2 of those leads. That's a really big difference between calling and converting leads. So you have to decide which one do you want to do if you want to close customers. With calling, there's a very important thing that you have to take into consideration, which is how soon you follow up with your lead. The average customer response time is about 10 to 30 minutes. So if you want to outperform any other business, then your response time needs to be lower than 10 to 30 minutes. Let's say you're interested in a product or a service and you know the company who sells it and you give them a call. If they don't pick up on the third ring, you are probably going to put that phone down unless you're a very patient person, which I kind of doubt. And when you put that phone down, you are on to the next supplier. And that is how quickly you can lose a lead, simply by not answering the phone on the third ring. I know it's a bit outrageous as a business because you probably have a lot of calls coming through, but the customer does not care about that. If you don't answer them on the third ring, they are gone. Let's think about it. When you call someone, it typically has a feel of emergency to it because you can connect to them in real time. You can answer their questions, address their concerns on the spot. This type of connection has a more human feel to it. You're obviously not talking to a robot. This can help you build trust with your leads, and it increases the likelihood of them becoming a customer. So I mentioned that you can answer their question, which is a huge part in converting a lead, because if they don't have the clarity that they need about what your business is about, what product it is that you're selling, the service that it is that you provide, or how whatever it is that you're offering will serve them, well, the confusion will probably not lead to them becoming a customer. And that's number one, right? There could be confusion and they probably won't give you a follow-up call as the customer itself, because people, especially consumers, they tend not to reach out first unless you're in the home improvement business. Confusion can be a barrier to you closing a customer. The second barrier can simply be our day-to-day life. People forget about what they're interested in. We live in a world where we are constantly stimulated and our attention is literally being fought for. So how are they supposed to remember that they have a cart that they haven't checked out on your website, or that they actually want your service? You need to make sure that they remember who you are. Let's talk about how you can improve your lead calling or follow-up calling. The number one thing is you need to prioritize your leads, right? I'll get into and explain this more. So number one is prioritize your leads. Number two is qualify them. And number three is build rapport. Prioritize your leads. What does this mean? Well, it means that you are going to simply rank them in terms of urgency and in terms of which ones are the most probable to convert. And those ones you will reach out very quickly and first. The second one is to qualify your leads. By qualifying, we do need to know, okay, what are their pain points and what solutions can you provide? And this is simply by giving them a call and asking them the questions that you need to ask them. And the third one, like I said, was building rapport. And this is all about empathy, finding middle ground and making sure that your lead understands that you are there for them and you want to solve their problem. Not only do you want to make a sale, but you want to make sure that they know you care about them. That is very important. So many people are just being salespeople instead of actually being a human being and just wanting to help the other person. They don't always need to make a sale from you. You could just give them advice. And that is building rapport, because they are now trusting you and they see that you are different from all the other people. You actually care about their well-being and what it is that they want. I just gave you points on how you can improve your follow-up calling. Number one, prioritize your leads. Number two, qualify them. And number three is to build rapport. If you want to see how I do this in a little story, you can watch this short on my channel where I give you an example of how you can do this.